My name is Aaron Royston. I'll happily say Walter sucks.
Hey everybody, it's Knothead here. So I went to the Dirt Lone Star Challenge this past weekend down at Thornhill Race Center. It was a pretty good time. I think all in all I drove pretty well. I made one small change to my car that I'll talk about in a minute, but I kind of want to talk about the race overall. It turns out it ended up being the biggest event in Texas ever. There's 366 total entries. I think it was in the neighborhood of 160 unique drivers. So everybody was driving anywhere between 2 and 3 classes. Like I said in previous videos, I ended up going down there, running Sportsman e-buggy and 40 plus e-buggy. Just so I could run the same car, run 2 classes, and not sit around all day long waiting for something to happen. That being said, even if I only ran 1 class, probably still wouldn't have been sitting around as much. Would have recorded a little bit more just to add into the at the races video, which I will put out soon. I need to clip some stuff and get some approvals on things, make sure other people kind of agree with how I feel about some stuff that I recorded. So talk about results. I ended up qualifying 4th overall for Sportsman e-buggy, and I ended up starting 9th in 40 plus e-buggy in the B main. End results, I dropped 2 spots in 40 plus and ended up in 11th in the B main. So that ends up being like 26 overall, and I ended up finishing 8th in Sportsman e-buggy. That was kind of a rough race. Tire selection had me spin out on the start, so I lost 2 spots there. I got caught up in other traffic basically right at the start. Finished my first lap in 9th, and then I kind of struggled from there on out. But I just buried my head and drove my car as fast as I could, as well as I could, to dig up from basically last to finish in 8th. Qualifying is where I made my change. First round quals. And even in practice, I didn't feel like I had enough power in a lot of spots to be able to clear jumps easily. So after practice, after first qualifier in Sportsman e-buggy, I think it was, or it may have been 40 plus. It was 40 plus e-buggy, my first qualifier. I changed my center diff out from 7K to 8K and gave me a bit more pop where I needed it. After that, I changed all my diffs. Just at my 7 and 5 front and rear. I didn't change the shocks. The shocks are pretty good all day long, all weekend long. Running 600 weight in the shocks. Orange springs front, green springs rear. With the Wiggins pistons. So really nothing else on the car change, just a center diff. And I probably could have stepped up to 10K just to give more. I ran 1 set of tires all day Saturday. I ran yellow whips all day Saturday. And then I ran the yellow whips I had been running on Saturday for the 40 plus B main, but I sauced them. Probably could have sauced for the Sportsman A main and been a little bit better off. Maybe a gold compound instead. Track was just really slick, and a lot of people were fighting to find traction. So probably tire choice. Ended up knocking me down on that, just alone on the tires. The drive home was interesting, just because I was staying south of where the race was at, so I was bouncing from top to bottom all weekend long. But talking with one of my race buddies, kind of off on the side, we both live in Denton, in the North Texas area. So we have a Buc-ee's nearby. And on the way home, and while I was at the track, well, actually, let me start that over. While I was at the track, I was kind of joking with him, because I was also staying near a Buc-ee's. I was like, man, I almost got you some beaver nuggets on the way up here. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to eat very many of them because it's basically a bag of diabetes. Well, on the way home, I needed to stop for gas anyway, so I ended up getting some beaver nuggets. My understanding is that they are basically caramel-coated corn pops. I have never had beaver nuggets before, so we're going to try beaver nuggets. We're going to try some beaver nuggets. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, instant diabetes. Oh. How can people eat these? Why am I putting another one in my mouth? Yeah. Legitimately is a caramel covered corn pop. If you've ever had a corn pop, just get some caramel, melt it, dip it in there, drop it out, let it dry. Woo! Yeah. Oh, wow. Alright, I'm putting those down. Beaver nuggets, everybody. Buc-ee's. If you're ever coming through Texas and you're traveling on any of the 35 corridor from Denton down to Austin, or the 45 corridor from Denton down to Houston, stop at a Buc-ee's. It's the only place in the face of the planet that stopping and going to the bathroom can legitimately cost you like $20 or $30 in snacks and other stuff. It is really cool. Also, I saw a sign for Buc-ee's Nuggies, specifically in white cheddar. So I decided to get some of those. I've never had these either. I've never heard of these. So I'm going to bite into the Buc-ee's Nuggies. And I'm going to hope that these aren't instant diabetes. I have no idea what to expect from these. It's just like another corn puff thing. It's a white cheddar puff Cheeto. That's pretty good. I like that. Scratch snack right here. Alright. So yeah. I have to agree. Beaver nuggets, instant diabetes. But the Buc-ee nuggies are pretty good. Those are pretty dialed. I am not racing today. Today, Tuesday, the 9th? Yeah, Tuesday the 9th. This last weekend was a lot going on. A lot of running, a lot of racing. So I'm not gonna race tonight. I'm gonna take another night to relax. Potentially we'll be running this Shaw series this weekend. Not gonna say the R word. Not gonna talk about the R word. Those who are in the know what I'm talking about. So I might have some Shaws to talk about this weekend. If there's no Shaws, I might just go clubbing to Indy. I don't know. Depending on what happens this weekend, I might go racing Tuesday next week. Only because I will have to sadly miss the second round of the Icebreaker Series. But it's also kind of bittersweet that I'll miss it. I get to hang out with my girls for the day. So it's all good. Haven't driven the 10 scale in a while. I need to get some more 10 scale tires. Those are gonna be ordered probably today. Having fun with the 10 scale. I need to put some 50K in the center, I think, just to give it a little bit more pop, a lot more pop. Not like Beaver's Nuggets caramel coated corn pops pop, but something along the same lines. But that's all I've got for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to post a